I've had no fewer than 3 text messages and a phone call while I've been trying to film this, but let's try again. Hi everybody, it's Claire, Floss Chronicles here on YouTube and Instagram, back with episode number 6. And you're probably wondering, where the heck have I been? It's been 2 months. You maybe subscribed and been looking for that little blue dot to tell you that there's a new episode. And there hasn't been one. And the reason is myriad why. We have had just a wild couple of months. It's been really busy. A lot of that has been really fun. A lot of that is just life because teenagers. We've had lots of stuff with the kids. And also a lot of it's been technical troubles. One of my favorite things about Germany is that although they are so technologically advanced in many ways, the Wi-Fi here sucks. I had fully filmed a video back in January and thought, okay, I'm gonna get this up. And actually, I think it was in December, and our internet was so laggy that it was just, it was terrible. It was like the picture was moving, but there was no sound, but then there was sound, but then my face was frozen. So I have had to hold on until we got set up with a new provider. And now I think I have put the phone on Do Not Disturb and everyone is out of my house. So maybe I have a few minutes here to talk with you and give you an update, which I will try to keep brief. I'm going to try to go through about 3 months of what's been going on without getting too much in the weeds. But November was just a really awesome month, and I want to be sure that I talk about some of the cool stuff that happened, especially with cross-stitching. I met this amazing group of women who are all in a group on Discord for cross-stitch, and they reached out to me on Instagram and started chatting with me about things going on locally, because I've said before I was looking for a group of people to connect with here, and they totally like took me in. I feel really lucky and super welcome and really excited about some of the stuff that's going to happen in this next year. So the group of stitchers is called the Stechmucken, the stitch mosquitoes, and they're, I believe, like the person who's kind of put that whole thing together, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Ilonka, is Stitchy Ilonka. She has her own YouTube channel here. Stitchy Ilonka International is her English-speaking channel, and then if you want to listen to her speak beautiful Hochdeutsch, or like very well-pronounced German, you can go see her at just Stitchy Ilonka. I really enjoy her videos. She has lots of cool projects. She has a really funny segment where she talks about like funny sayings in different languages, which always cracks me up because that's some of my favorite stuff to learn about in other languages. I just always get a kick out of it. And yeah, she reached out. Actually, her group kind of said, hey, we're getting together and we're going to be in Stuttgart in November to do a tour of the Zweigart factory. And I was like, oh, I'm totally in on that. So I've been to Zweigart a few times to go shopping, naturally, because it's amazing and right down the road from me. But I've never actually been to to see how the factory works. And this was the tour that we got to take. They led us through and showed us how all this amazing fabric comes to be. And I will try to have Simon put some photos in here, maybe while I'm talking, just to give you like a brief slideshow of kind of some of the stuff we saw and the experience of being there, and getting to meet up with all these ladies who many of whom I have seen on FlossTube. There's another awesome FlossTube you should check out if you are fluent in German. Her name is Stitchy Mama, and she also has fantastic projects. And I really enjoy watching these videos in German because I understand the subject matter, it makes the German very easy for me to understand as well. So it kind of helps me practice a little bit with my listening comprehension. And I have to say, like, Ilonka has the nicest Hochdeutsch, like she has the nicest perfectly neutral, no accent, just like lovely German to listen to. So Ilonka, if you're watching, I just want to tell you, like, I really enjoy listening to you talk. And that's weird, right? No, it's really, they both have really awesome projects and really cool channels. So I found both of them before. And then a few other girls had reached out to me on Instagram to say, hey, like, we're in your backyard, and we're also stitching here in Germany and the surrounding area. And one of those girls is Stitchy Ina on Instagram. I believe it's Stitchy Ina on Instagram, and also Amy J's Creations. And I know she has a FlossTube channel as well. And she is also an expat, so she does her videos in English, but also in German, which I have crazy respect for. These two have put together a retreat that is coming up in Basel, Switzerland in September of 2023. And they both said, hey, if you want to be part of this, like, get signed up. And I was like, I'm there, I'm doing it. So if you want to find out more information, this is the Stitch Basel. And I will show you the information. Here's the weekend, the 15th through the 17th. And it's going to be in the Bar du Nord in Basel, Switzerland. It's really close to the German-Swiss border. Basel's not very far, so I think I'm going to plan to take the train down with another friend of mine here from Stuttgart. And I'm really looking forward to my first retreat experience. And I mean, kudos to these gals for like getting this set up. There's people from all over that are going to be joining us, English speakers and German speakers alike. So I'm excited to also have a chance to speak a little bit of German. It's always good to get out and practice a little bit because most of my day actually is still in my mother tongue. And also just to see what people are stitching on, and like, hopefully there'll be some cool vendors that maybe I've not heard of, and just getting to talk with people and meet with people and enjoy this hobby. And I'm really, really looking forward to that. So that was the group that met in Sindelfingen at the Zweigart factory. Super fun to hang out. And then they were here for the whole weekend, actually. So the following day, we went together to the Kreativ Messe in Stuttgart, which is this big convention center full of all things crafty. Lots of sewing, quilting, fabric, also lots of scrapbooking, stamping, tons of jewelry making. Not so much anything with cross stitch though, which was kind of disappointing. So we all went and kind of went off in little groups and, you know, bought little crafty things here and there. I just got some seed beads and really just kind of enjoyed looking around. But it was super fun to meet up with this group of people, and I'm really looking forward to meeting up with them again. And hopefully, I think many of them will be at the Stitch Basel retreat, so it'll be great to do that. They're also super active on their Discord channel, which I love to like tap into every once in a while and just see what everybody's doing and discuss different methods and look at everybody's works in progress. So it's been really cool, really cool. So that was the beginning of November. And then at the end of November, Comic-Con came here to Stuttgart. And we are a nerdy family. Like, we are definitely into comics. Simon is crazy for DC comics and Batman. I'm a Marvel person myself. Star Wars, all of us can agree, is like the greatest. So the other thing that the Stuttgart Comic-Con has is people who come for meet and greets that you can get an autograph and get a picture taken. And one person that I just am a total fangirl for is Mads Mikkelsen. And he, especially for his role as Hannibal Lecter on Hannibal, that used to be on TV. So my husband knows this and found out that he was making an appearance at the Stuttgart Comic-Con. So he splurged for me to get a photo opportunity with Mads, which I'm hoping Simon will get to put this picture up here. You can see that I'm like, even now as I'm telling you, like I can't help but just be insanely excited and smiling like crazy. It was super cool to get to meet him and have my picture taken with him. Even though it was like super fast, they had like hundreds of people that were trying to get their picture. And also he let me, he signed up for the autograph. So I could also get an autograph from Mads Mikkelsen. And I was thinking about this beforehand, and I was like, you know, I mean, I could just get the poster, you know, the photo, whatever, signed. But wouldn't it be cool if I had a cross-stitch project that he could sign? So I found this pattern from, I believe it's from the Witchy Stitcher, and I will link that below. This is my pattern, Eat the Rude, which is like one of the famous quotes from that show. And here is Mad's signature. So I tweaked the pattern a little bit, the colors, just to make sure that it would show up on, like, I used a lighter fabric. This is After the Harvest from Be Stitch Me. And I just, you know, switched out for the reds, the blacks, just like kind of inverted it a little bit so that the fabric marker would show up perfectly when Mads signed it. So now I'm gonna frame this in a really cool, I've got a cool Gothic frame that I'm gonna frame this in, and I'm going to put this on my wall in a place of honor because I'm super excited about that. That was really, really cool. Yeah, so let's see. After November, we just got fully into Christmas and getting ready for the holidays. And I love Christmas in Germany. I absolutely love Christmas markets and glüh wine and seeing all the crafty stuff. And then the weather is kind of meh. So it's a great time to snuggle up inside and just get some stitching done. And so I did a few, I'm going to show you a couple of the projects I worked on in December for just for holiday stitching, basically. And then, yeah, then we'll run into like January and February, what I've been doing for my WipGo board. Because the other thing I worked up over December was my new WipGo board. So in December, oh, I should also probably show you at the Zweigart factory. I didn't go crazy buying a bunch of fabric this time. I mean, it's just down the road from me. Weird flex. But I didn't really need anything for a project. And I also knew that coming in January, I joined Be Stitch Me's Fabric of the Month Club. So I'm going to be getting a regular shipment of Brandy's awesome dyed fabric. And if you don't know Be Stitch Me, you really need to check her stuff out. She has first of all, she has a brick and mortar now in Illinois. I'm not 100% sure where, but you can go there. You can also order online. And then she also does Friday night fight nights from time to time, which are really great. Like she posts a bunch of fabric and it's just like the first person to claim it wins it. And you can actually, like the Friday night fight nights post really late for me here. I think it's like 2 a.m. or early, I guess, 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. But sometimes if I wake up early on a Saturday morning and have a chance to go through the albums, there's still stuff available. So she posts a lot of fabric and there's a chance of getting, you know, a lot of different colors and opalescent and things that like, you know, lots of different fabric from her. And then she does amazing giveaways. So if you win a fabric, you get to enter to the giveaway and you might get even more. So I'll show that in a future video. I did get a couple pieces on her last Friday night fight night. And then I've also got my subscription coming. So I didn't really need fabric at Zweigart, but they also have at Zweigart their own like quilting fabric, sewing fabric line. And they have these really cool set, like they had this together as like a remnant piece kind of in their sale bin. And I picked up one of these because I thought, actually I picked up a couple of these. I think these are really cool for finishing. So like, yes, this piece is really small, but like each one gets progressively a little bit larger. And I think these would be so perfect for like backing of some small pillows or projects. Like, wouldn't that make the like a nice interior of like a Valentine thing or a needle book? I just thought these were really cute. So I love this one too, this blue. Oh my goodness. And this is like a pretty good size piece of fabric. Like if you had a small, this would definitely make a couple pillow backs. So I picked up one package of these like springy colors, and then I picked up this other one, which is kind of like a holiday grouping. I know it's like kind of non-traditional colors, but I thought that was really pretty. These ornaments, so cute. And this one's like silver, and like ribbons and holly, all in blue and red. I just thought these were really cute. So that's really all I grabbed at Zweigart. And then the good people who work there were kind enough to gift us all a piece of opalescent. I believe this is, don't quote me on this. I think this is 16 count, 16 or 18 count. And it's so shiny and shimmery. And this is actually only half of it. I've already cut half of it out to use on a project. Where is that? I think I need to, hold on one second. I'm going to step off 1 second because I think the project, is it here? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Here's what I have started this on. I, a couple years ago, picked up, actually, was it a couple years ago? 2020. Yeah, a couple years ago. Picked up a pattern from Dee's 20 Stitches. Dee's 20 Stitches and Uncanny Kari. So Uncanny Kari and Dee work together to make these really awesome patterns. If you don't, if you have not seen that yet, go check them out. Dee's 20 Stitches is hilarious. They always have fantastic hair. I have serious hair jealousy. And the patterns are fantastic. So here is their Krampus sampler. And I had done the small, there were 2 patterns that came with this. It was like a small little pillow. It's like, maybe I'll post a picture here of the small little pillow I did last year. And then the bigger sampler. So I thought this would be perfect for that. And I spent a lot of time working on this. I also got a cool Krampus needle minder. Spent a lot of time on this over the winter, rotating this through with some of my other holiday stitching. So yeah, I think he's really funny. Look at them. So cute. I want to get to a Krampus Lauf one time while we're here in the, like, it's mostly in the southern states, like in Bavaria, where they do these like parades where Krampus actually comes through the town, and it looks spooky as hell, and it looks so scary, but also kind of cool. So maybe they're usually like the first week in December, and I need to put that on my calendar that we go. Oh wait, here we go. Here's a picture of the small that I did last year, Krampus Klein, and there's Uncanny Kari, Dee's 20 Stitches. They're fabulous. So good. And then, do I have a picture of what the finished, let's see if I have a picture of what the finished sampler is going to look like. Here somewhere, maybe? Yeah. No. Don't know where that is. Oh, wait, hold it. Yes. There it is. You can see. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. So these poor little children screaming and rings of fire, you know, because nothing says the holidays like bad children being beaten with sticks. I love it. So funny. I love it. And I really love the like non-traditional color palette of it as well. Like that bright orangey red and the blues. I don't know, just, it's good. It's a good pattern. Y'all are crafty. I like it. So yeah, that was part of what I stitched on, and then also part of what I picked up at the Zweigart factory. Then I also worked a little bit on my winter delivery from Madame Chantilly. Madame Chantilly. I'm gonna say Chantilly because French. Simon will put a photo here of what the pattern looks like when it's finished. And here is my progress. So I got part of this little sheepy started up here. And this is my needle minder from Olga of Hobby Wishes. who I got to meet, who came to the Zweigart factory with all of these ladies. And I was like freaking out when I found out when she introduced herself, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love your needle minders. Her stuff is awesome. I will definitely link her down below because her needle minders, her scissor fobs, they are so cool. And she actually, I just ordered from her a little tin case with a really cool floral top that she's created out of clay. I can't wait to show that in another video. It's a needle case to hold all of my needles. So I got that with some of my gift certificates from Etsy that I got over Christmas. So yeah, I worked on that a little bit. And then lastly, over Christmas, I think, well, I have a couple of other smalls, but I also put a lot of time into my 12 Days of Christmas from Bothy Threads. So like this is on 14 count, and it will be pretty big when it's finished. But I am working on 2 turtle doves, and I just finished up this one down here, 4 calling birds. It's so sparkly. All of this gold is a total pain, but it looks so amazing. I'm really happy with how this is coming out. It's just a lengthy process. I've been working on this one for a while now. But yeah, so I stitched on that a little bit in December as well. And then I was stitching around like crazy and thought I really do need to get my WipGo board together for January, because it kind of helps keep you focused, organized. I mean, I don't really adhere super strictly to it, but I thought I had put one together for last year and kind of strayed away from it. And then this time around when I created my WipGo board, I was really conscious to make like kind of broad categories. And I'll show you really quick. Hold on, it's right here. Let's see if I can grab it. I got this really cool, notebook. All right, Germany, you have crappy internet. However, you do have amazing stationery and paper stuff and pens. And I love that. So I'll allow it. This just came from like a local discount store. And what I love about it is it's like on one side a planner and you flip it over and it's a notebook. So I have been keeping in the notebook side is my WipGo board that I put together. And I kept, like I said, my categories are really broad. So January, for example, the numbers were 6 and 10, and it was number 6, do a Christmas stitch of any sort. Number 10, stitch on a small. So it like kind of left the category kind of broad. So I could maybe switch up by the day and be like, okay, well, I'm going to work on a Christmas stitch, all right, but maybe not the same one the whole time. Or, you know, I'm going to work on the stitching for a small, and, you know, just, it could be anything, like any tiny project that I kind of picked up. So I really like, I think, I'm only 2 months in, but I think that this is going to be a lot easier for me to kind of adhere to. 7 and 11, 7 is stitch on a mirror. That's super easy for me. Like I've got 3 mirabilias that I really want to get some work in on this year. So any one of those that I pick up, that's good for me that I'm getting some stitches in. And 11, stitch for pride. And I also have been kind of loosely following Dee's 20 Stitches. They are doing a stitch for pride. I've got more stuff on my Instagram about it. And I know that they have a whole bunch of stuff on their Instagram. Just kind of getting some knowledge, knowledge about trans people and about just pride and gay rights in general, which is something that's really important to me. And yeah, I have a couple projects already started, so I want to get some progress done on those, and also like kind of move forward with what Dee is doing. And so yeah, that's like a broad topic, so I can kind of pick and choose what I feel like working on. The small that I did for my WipGo is this little pickle that I finished I think I finished this like right after Christmas. It was a Mill Hill kit, and there was actually a stitch along with X's and Ho's, Justine and yeah, was it Justine and her sister? I can't remember if both of them were doing it or not, but those gals are so funny. And I already had this project kind of started, so it was a great motivator to get this finished. And it also then qualified as stitching on a small that I had done pretty much like the day the Whip Go numbers were called. So I felt really good about that. But then the other small that I've been working on is actually something I'm not going to show you. It's a, hopefully it's going to be for the Stitch Retreat in Basel, because we're going to do a smalls exchange. So I got some work on that done. Yeah, so then what else have I been working on? My Christmas stitch that I started was actually I started this on New Year's Eve. And it is the New Year's sampler from Owl Forest Embroidery. That's what it looks like right there. I ordered this kit I got the pattern and then I ordered the threads a year or two ago before the situation with the Ukraine. And I had never used the Owl Forest embroidery threads before, and now I can see why everyone really loves them, because they are so beautiful. Let me show you the progress I have made on this project. The variegation is so pretty in these reds and greens. And I love that so much. And I've kind of been working, this is on just like a gray, I'm actually not sure what count this is. I think this might be an 18 count. I believe it's a Zweigart, but it's been really kind of tricky because it's been really loose. When I stitch, I have to very consciously make my X's, because if I pull too tight, it's like the stitch kind of pulls through a little bit, which I don't know if you can't really tell. So that's good. I think from afar it's fine, but this fabric has been a little bit loosey-goosey. And this was my most amazing Christmas gift from my daughter, Audrey, who knows how much I love Hobby Wishes. This is also Hobby Wishes. She makes these cute little dragons. It's so cute. Love it. So that was my Christmas stitching, well, New Year's stitching that I started working on in January. But it also like qualifies as Christmas stitching for WhipGo. And I've been working on that while my kids are at this play practice, because they are in a performance that's actually happening this weekend and next weekend. But they have play practice every single night, and I had to be there. So I found a really good corner with some good lighting and got to spend like 2 hours every single night working on cross stitch. So got this one out for that. And I was working on my small while I was in the theater. And then my stitch for Pride is the Move Forward in Love Sal from Modern Folk Embroidery. I have that one here. That's what this will look like when it's finished. And here's where I am. Not a ton of progress. I mean, I had this corner all finished, so like I've just kind of been working back through here on this. This is also on a Be Stitch Me fabric. This is Love Potion. And this is my needle minder from Mislaid Pages. So it's another good one to work on while I'm sitting around waiting for these children. The performance is actually super funny. It's Midsummer Night's Dream, and the twins are just hilarious. It's a kid's performance, so it's like an abridged version of the play, but it's very cute, and they've worked really hard on it. So their dad is at the performance today. I got the day off. Yeah, so what else do I need to show you? Just a tiny bit of haul. Oh, let me show you also progress now that we're in February and I am stitching on a Mira. I have been making really good progress on my Gathering Eggs by Mirabilia. This is my oldest, this is the one I started first, my Mira. And here's where I'm at. I'm gonna put this right back on the Q-snap this afternoon and continue working on these flowers here in the background. but I'm really happy. I think I should be able to get this finished if I just continue trucking away at it in February. And since it's my whip go call, I feel really good about that. So I can just like keep this one up, keep stitching on it. I know it's a short month, but I think I should be able to get this finished. And she's so pretty. And that would be really cool to have ready for spring. Yeah. So after that, in January, also I had a birthday. So that's always a good excuse to go do a little bit of shopping. I don't have a ton of haul actually, just a few patterns. And of course there were also some Black Friday stuff in here as well. It's been a minute since I've sat down to like show all this. So I've tried to like compile pretty much what I got. Black Friday, I got a Satsuma Street pattern. I love this French hen. I think it's so funny and cute. Got her in her tiki beret. Love this. It's also like nice that, you know, we've been here, and so like it's kind of like a little souvenir having been to Paris. And I love her colors. She's also got a really, I think she still has a sale going on because she's celebrating her 10-year anniversary. So you should go check out Satsuma Street and see. Either way, like her patterns are awesome. Her stuff is so colorful. I love all these little beads and sequins. It's very kind of vintagey looking to me. So I'm excited to work on that. And I also got from Top Knot Stitcher. She had a sale at Black Friday, and I am so excited. I got the Hello Halloween by Teresa Kogut book, which I was lusting after when it first came out. I was like, man, I would love to get that. And then it went on sale, and I was like, how can I not? Seriously. Just pick it up. She has such, I just love her style. I am crazy for this sampler on the front. I know a lot of people are, and I know people have talked to you about like maybe just stitching one band. So I'm thinking these cats, I'm definitely going to stitch these cats. Come on. How hilarious is that? How cute. Love it. So yeah, that was a little bit of Black Friday shopping. And then Garen Toten Bags also had a sale, and I picked up a small bag to complement one of my larger turkey bags from them. Love this. Love the interior fabric as well. Love these like gourds. So cute. I love fall stitching. So I know I'm always going to use this. And they also had grime guards. This is also one of their grime guards in like a kind of glittery pumpkin style. So a little bit of that. And that's also like right now, actually, my turkey bag is holding my Sir Thomas of Glendon Place. And I finished off one page in that one. So except for the beading, this page is finished. And I love it so, so much. I can't get over like all the fancy threads and how glittery this is in person. You can't see it here, but I'm really excited about this project. So those are going to go back into my fall stitching. And then I picked up just a couple patterns. Twin Peak Primitives, of course, they always have their sales with through Pam and stuff. So I picked up a Stitcher's Winter, which I think is really cute. I love these giant scissors. Love this thread with these little sliders. It's so cute. And Gift Delivery. Another PDF that I ordered. I like the idea of like having some small Christmas stuff to work on, because usually that's about the time where I want to sit down and stitch, but I just don't have the time to really like invest in one of my bigger projects. And also I like to see progress. So I think those two will be really good. I also picked up the Twin Peaks Snowman, because look at these pants. Snowman and pants. Look at his little hat and his mittens. He's so cute. This hat with the little pom-poms is so adorable to me. So yeah, that's really it for haul. Then, like I said, my birthday was in January, so I did purchase from my friend Rika, House of Stitch and Stash. Got one of her amazing project bags, which I love. First of all, like I love this, like it snaps together. You open it up. I got my needle book in here right now. This is holding my Long Dog Samplers Opening Gambit, which I also actually got some stitches into this guy too when I was traveling. This was it was like a monochromatic stitch, so it's a good one to take on the plane. So there's where I'm at with him. And yeah, it fits so well into this project bag. This is such a good design, Rika. Rika is so much fun. She is in my community. She and another gal, Shawna, so Sprague Shawna is her Instagram. You should go follow her too. They're both so talented and they're both always working on amazing projects. And every time you turn around, Rika's just whipping up something new. And I was crazy for this fabric. I'm crazy for this unicorn. So, yeah, I was so glad I got this. And this is like a thread bed. This little guy down here is magnetic, so you can put your needle on there. It's got a pocket over here, a pocket over here. It's got the zip. It's got a pocket up here. And it's just so well made. It's just so well crafted. And I love it that I can like kind of just throw it into a bag and take it with me. So this one actually came with me. I took a really short trip to Norway to visit a friend, and it was just a really easy, like throw this in my carry-on. Take it with me, stitch on the plane. And then, because I'm obsessed with project bags, I think because I don't know how to make them, and I don't want to. Like I'm fine with just supporting all of you amazing people. The Sewing Shop Inc. Kaylee 10 Stitch on Instagram. Go follow Kaylee 10 Stitch. Go watch her floss tubes. She is amazing. So first of all, she does these like incredible full coverage, huge, and they are like cool designs. She finds these amazing artists. I think she actually works with the artists to like get the rights to turn it into cross stitch, and then she kits them all. You can order these giant kits with everything included. Or you can just order the patterns. You should also see the progress she is making on some of hers, because like she stitches like the wind. I don't know how she's able to finish these giant projects, but they are amazing. And then on top of it, she's like, oh yeah, and I also just like dye this fabulous fabric and make these amazing project bags. So I was lusting after some of her bags, and my husband's like, what would you like for your birthday? And I'm like, I'm just going to place a couple orders for some stuff, and then you can just call it my birthday. And he was like, sure, good, go ahead. So look at this project bag. Oh my goodness. First of all, like cool handle, like cool little loop. It is gusseted. I think that's what this is called, right? I mean, it's like it's like a chunky project bag. It's like got dimension to it. And look at this amazing toggle for your zipper. I mean, what? It's like a little party happening in there. But look at this fabric. It is fabulous. Fabulous. Oh, I'm stoked about this bag. I don't even know what to put in here yet. Like, I'm like, what is worthy of this bag? I don't even know. I love that there's like a clear front. You can like see what's inside. It'll definitely hold a big project. Like this is definitely gonna like can hold an 11 by 11 Q-snap, no problem. I'm so excited. And then I picked up this other one too from her, which is Wet Frida Kahlo. Get out of here. Look at this. Look at this. This one's a little bit smaller than the first one. Like you can kind of see the difference in sizes. Put them like this. Right? It's like maybe like an 8 by 8 would go in here. Oh my goodness. Again with the zipper pull. Stop it. Look at that. I mean, just like so many cool details. And I have not seen a design like this in a bag. So I'm totally enamored. And then she's like, yeah, hey, I just like threw together a cute little needle minder for you as well. You know, just for funsies. Like, here's a cute needle minder. Look at this thing. It's so cool. I should actually put this on my cart over here because it's a good like wide surface area to hold needles. So this is her shop right here, the Sewing Shop Inc. She's based out of Canada. The exchange rate is pretty decent, so you should go check her out. Go give her all your money like I did. And I've like continued to do. I was actually just on her site this morning, like, oh, what other bags do I think I can't live without? So good. And yeah, that's it. Oh, I also, okay, we have we call it like the magical thrift shop. We have a thrift shop here that is down the road from us. And I think like they must do estate sales. Like they must like go in and purchase an estate and then bring it into their shop, because it's a ton of antiques. It's a ton of like 1960s, 1970s stuff, which I am a fool for. I absolutely love mid-century modern of any sort. And like every time we go in there, my kids, actually it's my twins, Simon and Audrey, are both like, can we just stop at the magical thrift store? Can we just look around? Because Simon is crazy for vintage jackets. She calls that... Yeah, Simon is a total jacket slut, is what they call themselves. So yeah, we have to go in there and look at that. And then Audrey, she will always like look around and find like cool stuffed animals or seashells, or last time I think she got a rabbit skull. Like she just loves like cool random stuff as well. They're both hilarious artsy types. So I love to go in there and take a look at all of the mid-century modern stuff. But then I found this beautiful table runner, which I could not leave. Like someone's grandma made this, and so I had to rescue it. And so, I mean, this was €2. €2 for this pristine like table square. But look at how beautiful this is. Like someone did some, isn't this Hardanger? I'm pretty sure this is Hardanger. Shawna, if you're watching this, like correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is Hardanger. Like gorgeous stitching. And then all of these like intricate threads pulled out, lacy design. I just think this is so pretty. This will be really pretty for spring. I have a square table, so like I should be able to put this on. And I just couldn't leave it there. I think this is like Kitschy Whips, who's rescuing Mirabilias and stuff that she finds. I can't, like I have to rescue some of this tableware stuff. I think it's like love went into this, and you shouldn't just leave it languishing in a thrift shop. So I will save it. So that's all from me. I think that's plenty. Yeah, plans. I'm just going to go forward and continue working on my Mirabilia. I really want to finish, at least make really good headway on gathering eggs this month, and also my stitching for Pride to work on my Move Forward sale. I'd love to get another page of that finished. And then, yeah, just kind of see where this month takes us. It's February 5th today, so you know that this month is going to fly by. But the weather is just crud, so I'll probably have a lot of time that I'm going to spend indoors and stitching. I hope wherever you guys are that you're enjoying your stitching and staying warm and staying cozy and making good plans and looking forward to spring. If you enjoyed this, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like the video. I can't say enough how much I love comments and just love to like hear feedback. It's so nice. Everyone is always so sweet in this community, and hopefully it will not be so long between videos. We're going to see how long this takes to get edited and put up, and then I will be back and give you another update shortly. So until then, have a great weekend, great start to your month, end of your month, whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye!